Yeah, let's try this again, see what happens. Okay, is there audio? Okay, is there audio? Yes! Okay, we did it. We did it. Let me mute this. Okay. Well, hopefully you can hear me because I was just like chatting away last time. I said like all the secrets. I gave all the secrets on the last stream, but the audio wasn't working. So unfortunately, it's all right. I'm gonna delete that last one because what the crap was that? Mm-hmm. What up, Tom? How's it going? Can you hear me okay? Because I just started this. I don't know if you were on at 8. I was on time, I swear. But the I had my audio tracks split. Thank you. Perfect. I had the audio tracks split in the in Streamlabs, but it should be solved now. Anyway, what's going on? I figured I'd come hang out for a little while. Just make some content. I think I might play. Probably not on stream tonight, but one of my buddies was. We might try some Phasmophobia tonight. Haven't tried it yet, so that should be a good time. Let's get this here, this here. Man, I'm just deleting this other one because it's like 3 minutes of nothing. Edit. I am way more familiar streaming on Twitch than I am on YouTube. Okay, where is it? Here, channel. Nah, screw it. You know what? I'll do it later. Whatever. What's going on? Saturday night, man. I guess I'll talk about some of the stuff that's going on right now. Some of the popular things. Uh, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. I think it's like Jason's stuff. Same thing. I was streaming a lot in like May of 2020. I streamed for a little while. I was doing a lot of like DayZ content. I think that's probably all like gone now. But I bought DayZ back in May and was just like playing the crap out of that. So that was pretty fun. I haven't played recently. I've actually been just kind of like not into games the last couple weeks. Probably because I played like a stupid amount of DayZ last year. How many hours am I up to? Let's see. I'm pretty sure, not proud of it, but I'm pretty sure I'm up to like 2,000 hours. Some like stupid number. 1,700. Yeah, I'm up to 1,759 hours in DayZ. I streamed most of that. The majority. There's probably a few hundred hours I wasn't streaming. No, maybe it was about half. I don't know, because I ended up joining my squad or my clan or whatever, and I didn't stream as much then because we were base building and doing different things where I didn't really want to like give away the codes and stuff of the doors. So World War Z. I haven't I haven't tried that one. I saw like a lot of I've watched videos on it. I haven't actually World War Z. Game. There's like a lot of they do a lot of zombies in that, don't they? Like big waves. Are you playing that one on is that only on PC or is that on like a console? I had to have my energy drink tonight because it's been a long day and I was doing good up for like the last couple hours. I just started to get real tired. Out in the sun. Actually, I did my. That's why I didn't even think this through. I went for a swim earlier. I did my 1,000 yards in the pool, but I was in the sun, and that just kind of it's on all cool. The sun just kind of like was good, but that's why I feel kind of fatigued now. Got that vitamin D, and the hot tub that doesn't help either. Sorry, I'm not trying to like sing to everyone here. It's crazy. I'm already 2 weeks into my schedule now. My fitness schedule. I just, like I said, I did 1,000 yards today. I was gonna do legs, but I'm feeling pretty sore, so I'm just not gonna go too crazy. I got my workout in. 1,000 yards is good of swimming. It's not really resistance training, but it's good enough. And so that's what I'm gonna just kind of stick with today. And then tomorrow I'm gonna do some more. I'll probably do legs tomorrow, or I will do legs tomorrow, and then maybe finish off the week with like a good push pull or something like that. But it's crazy. 2 weeks have already flown by, and just got myself back into the whole, basically readopting my whole meal prep, meal planning from 2019. Yeah, 2019. Like 2020 didn't exist for me. I kind of forget it's already been a year since like I was doing all my other stuff. Because I went like April 15th of 2019 to April 15th of 2020 was my 1 year commitment. And just kind of taking what I know now and reapplying that, so it should be good. But we'll see. Ever heard? Oh God, yeah, I watched a lot of Greg. So in 2019, like I was just kind of obsessed with fitness channels. Like my TV in the other room, all you would hear is just I'd have various like fitness people on. And hang on one second, let me get this camera going. And Greg was one of them. Sorry, I just messed my focus up. Greg was one of them. His content's interesting. It's good content. He's changed a bit, which I don't blame him. You know, he's grown. He's become more of like I don't watch his videos now anymore. I don't know why I can't. I tried clicking a few, but he feels like such a YouTuber now. like a cookie cutter YouTuber, not like when I first started watching his content, it was like kind of a guy just talking about fitness and just kind of doing his stuff. But now everything feels scripted, you know. But good content still, very good content. I just the style is very produced, which is cool, good for him because he's got a good following and he's really built it. Which I mean, I'd do the same thing, you know, if I had a big community and stuff like that, and started making good revenue from it. Of course, you'd get editing, better cameras, all that stuff. And also you have more content to talk about because you have a community that's sending you different suggestions and things you can talk about and things that you can create content on. So that's pretty cool. But I watched a lot of Greg, and My Training Pal was one of them. That's actually, he's not a big YouTuber, but he's one of the guys that actually kind of got me started on the whole meal prep thing because he had a video about how he like had finally lost or how he finally got shredded or something like that, and he just talked about his conventional diet and just keeping it clean and following that, and so that's kind of what I applied, and that's ended up working. So My Training Pal was one. You got the Anabolic Cookbook, not his, but the Diet Works. Nice. Yeah, I saw that's been kind of like his thing, his affiliate thing or whatever, but I haven't actually clicked it. I saw that on another YouTuber that was talking about Greg. It's like there's such a huge like it's so different than it used to be in like 2010. There's just a huge commentary thing, you know. So I mean, I'm sure if I really stick with this and build anything out of it, eventually people start talking about you, whether that's positive or negative, whatever. I haven't really looked at the Anabolic Cookbook though, but I like his style of cooking, like his style of his old recipe videos and things. They're pretty cool. Of course, I watched a lot of Athlean X. Got a lot of good kind of training tips. There's a lot of things like that, and Shredded Sports Science really helped me focus on risk versus reward movements versus just like doing every type of movement, whether it really felt like it was it gave you a good reward versus the risk of doing it. For example, for me personally, like upright rows, they're and also bench flies, things like that. Both those channels, Athlean X and Shredded Sports Science, talked about like the mechanics of it and the movement and why it's it's effective, but there's other moves that have a much better risk versus reward threshold versus doing things like upright rows, which can, if you done improperly, can wreck your shoulders. So John Meadows is better. Greg is an ego guy. Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that. I mean, I wouldn't knock him. Like he did the right thing as far as like if you want to build your channel. Like I know if I really wanted to just take this channel off, I would make it a commentary thing and I'd start talking about Craig and or Greg and using him in my titles and stuff and Athlean X and all these people. That's it's what you do. You kind of they go around, they chase the clout, but you also can't knock them, right? Because that's marketing. It's how you do it. Just leveraging the channels that already have traffic, and then just talk about them, and that seems to drive views and build channels. But day 6 of P90, man, I haven't done P90X since like I don't know 2 years ago. What is day 6? Day 6 is hang on, I got it. It's Kempo, right? Is it yoga? I think you wrap up the week with Kempo, right? If I'm remembering the schedule correctly. Well, that's if you're doing classic schedule, because I remember there was like lean, doubles, and then the classic schedule. But man, it's such a great workout though. I don't have like the I don't have the patience anymore though for I mean the workouts are what, like an hour and a half. It's a commitment. Damn, I mean it works, but it is a commitment. Like right now my workouts are I don't know. I might do like 30 or 40 minutes when I'm doing weight training, which a lot of the times I don't know if you can it's kind of dark back there, but I have like my little gym thing set up there and that works. And then I go over to my clubhouse gym and there's some actual they've got a few machines. Like I can do some bench press. It's a machine. It's not I would prefer a bar, but it works. So if I want to get some extra, like do some more PRs, where here I can go up to 50 pounds per dumbbell, but I'll go over to the gym there at my clubhouse over somewhere half mile from here and use the cable machines. So it really helps me kind of do something different, add some different challenges to the movements that I'm doing as opposed to just like using my dumbbells at home. So that's always good stuff. I actually like tossing. Now you're talking about P90X. I like doing. I'll do Kempo. I'll do. There's a few of the workouts. Actually, I just did ab upper X 3 days ago for my core workout. So that was kind of cool. It's kind of fun. I haven't done that one in a while. It's surprising to me because in 2020 I was kind of like not doing as much. Like I'm pretty sure it hit a lot of people. Wasn't bad, but I didn't train as hard really, and then the year just kind of like went by. But what shocked me in the last couple weeks of really getting back into my fitness consistency and discipline is like how my core, even though I didn't really work it much, I played DayZ for like 2,000 hours last year. It surprisingly like was still conditioned, so I was able to get right back into my core movements. The only thing I'm still weak on though is using the roller and doing like hanging leg lifts, things like that. I'm like super weak on those, but floor movements, things like that, Mason twists, doing the ab upper X surprised me. I was actually really strong through all of those movements. P90X before it was cool. uh, yeah, that was a while ago now, wasn't it? Was that like 2008? Y'all remember the infomercials? Do they still do infomercials? I don't even know because I don't watch. I don't have TV. I don't watch TV. Have you ever tried DDP yoga? I have not. I've heard of it, but I haven't done it. Yeah, I haven't yet. The only yogas that I've ever really done are P90X and P90X2 and P90X3, and so that's the extent of my yoga experience. But I really enjoy, out of those three, I really enjoy P90X2. It's kind of like best of both worlds. Like X3 is too short for me. It's like half an hour. I feel like it's too quick. It's too rushed for yoga. P90X original, classic, whatever, awesome. But my God, getting through that an hour and a half, what is it, 90 minutes or something like that, is challenging. But when you do it, of course, you feel absolutely amazing. But P90X2 yoga is kind of like a little shorter. I think that one's like 70 some odd minutes. That one I really, really enjoy. P90X in 2011, 10-year anniversary. Jeez. Have you been doing like consecutively, just like kind of going through P90X? Or have you like had some years off in between? Your OG P90X videos? Yeah. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was my old apartment. I just moved from Maine to Florida. I remember I grabbed P90X and just kind of started with that. and then started the YouTube channel, and then just kind of went from there and shared that experience. That was a lot of fun. That was kind of like I'd had some past fitness stuff, but P90X is really the catalyst that got me into the fitness lifestyle. And then, of course, the Beachbody workouts, moving into insanity and things like that. And that's kind of where I got in like the best shape of my life in 2020. 2019 was not necessarily doing the Beachbody workouts. Like I didn't do P90X, but I used the knowledge that I'd gained over the years from doing all those home workout programs to develop I just have like a basic push pull like training schedule. And I still toss in actually the Beachbody workouts from time to time. I'll do especially Insanity Asylum. I love Asylum 1 and Asylum 2. Those are fantastic workouts for like cardio but agility movements and stuff. Did P90X from 2011 to 2012 and got a gym membership 2013 until COVID. Very nice. Well, COVID's not nice. That kind of sucked for all of us. I think most of the gyms are still open here, but I'm in Florida, so you know a lot of things didn't close too long. My clubhouse gym actually, fortunately, never closed, so they limited some stuff, like there's limited capacity and stuff, but I can usually go there and have it to myself most of the time anyway. So that's pretty cool. Actually, my gym, if you are curious what I'm talking about, I did a video, it's 10 months ago now, but I did workout clips. It says pull, back, and biceps, like a couple videos ago in my uploads, and that's the gym. So it's got like a bunch of cable machines basically. So it allows me to get extra weight in, which is nice. I can push further than I can at home. But when I'm at home, it's nice because then I can kind of go through functional movements, and hey, it seems to work. So, you know. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Have you tried any new Beachbody workouts? I tried. I did. I did the work 2019. I think I tried some of that. Yeah, Tony got messed up. I'll talk about that in just a second. The Beachbody workout though, I did the work. Most of it, I don't think I fully finished it. I enjoyed it, but at the same token, there was just I don't know if it's because I'm getting old. I don't know. And I have injuries from when I was younger. I mean, like way before I did P90X, things like that. I used to just do like stupid stuff when I was a kid. So I have things I deal with, like my cartilage in my right knee's kind of messed up, left hip's messed up, like all these different things I work around. So anyway, the work I enjoy it, but the movements are just so convoluted, I want to say. It for me personally, this isn't like the workout program itself. It's a great program. A lot of people love it. I didn't mind it, but the movements just again going back to like at the beginning, I was talking about risk versus reward. It felt like I could easily flare up some of my injuries and things like that with some of the odd movements. So I just kind of like I like sticking with my classic stuff. And if I want some agility stuff, I'll throw in some Asylum. Yeah, okay. So Tony, I mean, besides his regular stuff, he had like the bicep tear and whatever, but that was before. What did he have? He got. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I remember he had like a super health scare. Like, the work is not Asylum, and yeah, exactly. Tony got. Oh, hey, what's up, Paul? What is going on? You got an OG right here. Tony got some kind of infection. Yeah, Tony is no longer with Beachbody, but has come out with his own. Yep, I follow him. He's just releasing he's got a new challenge group, and he's got his program and kind of what he does now. And I think he's kind of like slowed down a little bit, which is great. He's focusing more on like fitness for sustainability, which is kind of, that was what I tried to do in 2019, was not necessarily all about PRs. It's not all about trying to push as hard as you can every single day. It's more about functional fitness over time, and just kind of challenging the muscles. And I mean, for me, that worked well. But it's that whole risk versus reward. Was able to get results without, wrecking my body at the same time. Less chance of getting injured. Ramsey Hunt. Let me look that up. Ramsey. Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but I remember it was pretty crazy. He was out for a while. There's a few people that I know that ended up with some crazy things. Um, Rare, yeah, okay. Ramsey Hunt syndrome (RHS) is a rare neurological, disorder characterized by paralysis of the facial nerve, facial palsy, and a rash affecting the ear or mouth. Ear abnormalities such as ringing in the ears, tinnitus, and hearing loss may also be present. Yeah, there's some scary stuff. It's good to see that he recovered and that he's doing really well now. He's an icon for I think all of us, right? Pretty sure everyone in the chat right now, yeah, we all kind of got going where we're going, or at least have experienced stuff with Tony. Oh, I missed this. Sorry, Hassan. Um, haven't paid attention to Beachbody stuff for a long time. Do you know what happened to Tony? Haven't seen. Oh, okay. So you asked that. Yeah, I missed that. But that okay. So we're talking about that. Cool, cool, cool. Mm-hmm. Only play on PC most of the time. Yeah, yeah. I'm a PC snob. I do have consoles though. I had an Xbox One. I got that back because of GTA 5 way back like 2013 when it launched. I was playing that online with some friends, and then I traded. I don't have my Xbox One anymore because I swapped. One of my friends has that, and I have his PS4 because I wanted to play Final Fantasy VII Remake when that came out, which I did. I played the crap out of that. So um, that's pretty much the extent of console playing that I do. I did play in like 2018. I was like, I'm a big gamer. I know I like have my fitness channel stuff, but like I'm a nerd. I'm a big nerd. And as far like in a game all the time, I've gamed since I was like, geez, I don't know, since I got my Sega Genesis really back in the 90s. Um, what was I saying though? So anyway, yeah, the I had the PS4, played Final Fantasy VII Remake. It was a good time. And 2018, what was I saying? I was playing PUBG Mobile. So I tend to play a game for like a specific period of time. Like I focus on one game. I don't play like every game that comes out. I tend to like get on a game and I'll play that for like months, sometimes years. Did it like WoW? I played WoW for a decade easily. Got stupid amount of hours in that game. Good experiences though. It's been a while though. I haven't really played since like Legion. I went all in World of Warcraft. Like that one, I played all the end game stuff. I was in a not a they're not called clans. What are they called? A guild, and we yeah, we did all like the raids as they came out and just pushed all the end game content. I did all the rep grind. I did all the stuff. So that one I was focused on. GTA 5 when that was the thing. I played that for years. I bought it on all the systems. I bought it on 360, bought it on Xbox One when it came out for that, and then I bought it on PC when it finally came out for that. And I played the crap out of it. Up until it kind of started breaking, and it's just like every time you log in now online, there's always somebody using a menu on PC. I don't know about console. I don't think you can easily use hacks or cheats or anything like that on console. But I don't know if I said it, but yeah, I was playing a lot of PUBG Mobile in 2018, like all year. I was doing the rep grind and that stuff, or the rank. I was going for rank. I played Conquer a few seasons, which is like the top rank. So I had my squad, and that was a lot of fun. Um, have you used a doorway pull-up bar or just the pull-up tower? For years, I was using a what was it called? It was the hinge thing. I forget exactly what it's called. There's a lot of versions of it now, but yeah, I used the hanging one for a long time. That's in fact what I did with P90X back in the day. And what was funny is I always had to kind of like bend my knees because it's all the doorways aren't tall enough, so I could never actually hang from it. So I'd kind of have to, lift my legs up, but my feet would always be on the floor. So it's kind of nice. I have my tower now behind me. I don't think you can see it. Get out of the way a little bit. I don't know, back there. That thing's been pretty cool, but I only have had this since I've had this house for the last like 5 years or so. Yeah, it's kind of dark back there, but it's right there. So that thing is, at least it's a little taller, so it allows me to get a less of a cheat rep. Yes, Iron Gym. That's it, Iron Gym. You got it. That was the one. Yep, yep. All the infomercials and stuff. Then Beachbody even came out with their own. I remember they were I don't remember if it was like they branded it as a P90X or just a Beachbody or whatever. It had like the extra hand grips, but I didn't use that one. I was just using the Iron Gym. It's just, I still have it. It's actually in my garage, like up on a top shelf. So, works great. I've seen so many videos of like workout fails with those where people just like fall on their butts. Fortunately, that never happened to me. Uh, but it's a great tool. It was awesome, and all the times because I was bouncing apartment to apartment, I didn't have nor could I afford at the time any kind of like tower or big pull-up bar, and all the gyms that were at any of the apartment complexes didn't have it. You know, most gyms that are at HOAs or apartment complexes or anything are usually just like a few treadmills, a stairmaster, maybe a cable machine, like an all-in-one. But that was always my experience. But that's why I like the one I have now. Like the HOA gym is actually pretty insane because it has free weights. So I have a lot of fun with that. No more weight than I have here, but at least it's actual dumbbells. Where my dumbbells here are the select, not Selectex. I had Selectex before. These are um the iron blocks, or do you call them? Yeah, something like that. I have two sets actually. I have the ones that go up to 50 and the set that goes up to 24. So everything I need at home. Mm. I need to get a different bike because I've been going for a lot of bike rides around here, but Florida's all like flat and stuff. When I was in Arizona, I bought a mountain bike, but it's kind of, there's no mountains here, so I ended up swapping out the tires. I put on some thick slicks, but I want to get a road bike and see how fast I can go. Like I want to try top speed. Did you ever meet any of the Beachbody folks? Oh yeah, all of them, all of them. I hung out with Sean T. Really cool guy. Like I remember meeting Sean T back in the day when like uh before he really blew up at the Beachbody events. Well, actually, let me back up here. First time I met Tony, what's the first coach summit, and that was what was that? 2010 or 2011, 20, somewhere between 2010 and 2012. 2012 I left for Arizona. So many years have gone by. Must have been 2010 because I started Beachbody 2009. Man, my brain is working tonight. Yeah, 2010. So the first summit that I went to, I think there was like, it was a hotel. It's funny now because in relation to before COVID, of course, there was like tens of thousands, tens. I mean, we had those massive workouts out on the streets in the different cities that the different summits were at. But the very first one was like 1,000 people, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 people total. It was enough that the super workout was just the hotel conference room opened up with the stage, so you were able to just like see Tony, hang out with him, talk with him, and he didn't like get mobbed. Over the years, it grew and stuff, so it became more of like, you know, there's so many people and there's so many fans that they kind of started getting their little posse and their group, and they couldn't quite just go out there because they'd get mobbed by people that wanted pictures and wanted to thank them and all that stuff, which I'm sure is great, but it's probably pretty overwhelming. So it became harder. But yeah, I've met him pretty much all of the old school. I haven't really met any of the new trainers or anything like that, but Sean T, Tony Horton, all of them, really cool people. I've seen Shalene. I think I got a picture with Shalene, but I haven't really talked to her or anything. It was just kind of a picture opportunity. But all really cool people. Tony's the same. Like anytime I saw him in person, it was the same as you see him in P90X. Like, and the same way you see him on a social media. Pretty sure that's just Tony. Like maybe that's maybe he exaggerates a character a little bit. I don't know. Like I've never met Tony like how he is just chilling at home, but I'm pretty sure he's just a goofball all around. Um, so that was pretty cool. And Sean T is like super down to earth. He is literally the same person in real life as he is in the workouts. Like super modest person. Like just a good guy. They're all good people. Kind of cool to meet them again. It's been a while. I don't even know who's. I've been so detached from Beachbody over the last like 5 years easily. I don't know who is like an active trainer anymore. I don't know who's part of it, who's moved on. I don't know. Not sure. Mm. Yeah, so I'm thinking I can't remember if I mentioned this earlier, but as far as gaming, I'm gonna probably play some Phasmophobia tonight for the first time. I've owned it for a while. I was waiting for one of my buddies to get it, and I guess he finally just bought it. So we were talking about playing it tonight. I may or may not stream it on Twitch. I don't know, not sure. It's my first time, so I might just might just go into it and try to learn the game a little bit. But we'll see what happens. I don't know how scary it really is, but it looks kind of cool. Looks fun. Haven't really watched too many people play it. But it looked interesting. So probably play some of that. Oh, excuse me. I might go to the hot tub tonight too. I don't know. That's been nice. Good old hot tub recovery. We'll see though. I was already in the hot tub earlier today and last night. But hey, why not? Trying to see what games I have installed right now. I actually uninstalled Faz. I will have to do that after I do the stream because it's going to eat up all my bandwidth. Met Sean. Add Insanity Live. Oh, that's right. The whole live things. He said he knows who I am and watches my videos. Must have been my size stuff. Well, yeah. Yeah, you kill the size stuff. You're one of the few coaches that you went all in on size. You had some awesome videos. Yeah, and yeah, guys, Paul is also like an OG. We all go back. Way back. Actually, I've seen you've been doing new videos too. Let me see what you've been up to. I noticed you were uploading some new stuff. And I liked a few of them recently. Where's your channel at? I try my best when I have friends that have channels. I always try to toss a like. I usually try to comment. I don't know if I commented on your last video though. Usually try to at least toss a like, and then if I click it, I let it play through. So I'll usually just watch it through, unless it's an hour-long video or something. That's a whole different scenario. But that way you get the watch time. 10 rounds. Yeah, 10 rounds. That's what you're doing now. There you are. That's an old one though. That's your old video. Your last one was, yeah, we could go. Here it is. And here we go, just like I'm saying. Give you a playthrough here. And a like. Boom. Is that where is that? Is that like your gym? Is that like at a, looks like kind of like at a complex, like not an HOA, but like a clubhouse gym? That's pretty cool. I like the gloves. I'm watching Paul's video, by the way, guys. Was Beachbody coaching a kind of a multi-level marketing scheme, or did it turn into that? It's MLM. It's network marketing. What I will say is it grew into more of just kind of what you would see an MLM being. It's very legit. It's great, and it's going to be around for a long time. But the network did get really big, so it became, to me personally, it kind of got too big for itself. One of the last big events I went to, I remember, where it used to go and you could kind of just mingle with everyone and talk with everyone. It was just kind of a lot of fun. And I can't speak for the last few years. Paul actually could, because I know Paul, that was, you went to summits after I've stopped going. But the last leadership event I went to, 2000 and, oh geez, what year was that? 2015, maybe 14. Anyway, I remember just kind of being at one of the dinners and just kind of looking around and seeing all the different cliques forming, all that different. So it's still a great thing, but as far as the network, yeah, it just kind of felt less family and more just a business or whatever, like dog eat dog. This is my personal opinion. That's just what I saw. So I didn't feel as attracted to it anymore. But as it started out, it was a model of network marketing, MLM. But the thing that makes Beachbody so different, though, is the fact that there's products that you can actually use and show results, as opposed to a soap or an oil or something, which I'm not knocking anything like that. But there's some companies, like network marketing companies, that they have products, but it's you can't really prove that they work. it's like I think I feel it, I think whatever, but with workouts, I mean, you do it and you're gonna see the results. So that's the thing. I think that made Beachbody so different. It still makes it different. They have their MLM elements, but they have good products, and I still feel like they're legit. Happening. And Nick, Nick Hussein, nice. He's still killing it. I don't think he's in. I haven't talked to him in a few years, so I don't know if he's still doing Beachbody, but he's still in awesome friggin' shape. I'll tell you that much. I just actually looked him up not long ago to see kind of what he was doing with his fitness, and he is still jacked. I don't know exactly what he does now, but he's kept it up. It's pretty cool to see. What was that? Oh, my dog's dreaming. It just like made a noise. Oh, there we go. Video's finished. Are you going to Summit, Paul? I know we were talking about it, but if it happens anyway, if they don't, with all the stuff, are you still planning to go? I don't know. I'm tempted. I've thought about it. It all depends on kind of what I'm doing as far as my life. I don't know if I'll be traveling because I still want to get I want to get a camper. I was still looking at getting the Tab camper so I can tow it behind my car. Just trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do with this house and all that, like whether I'm going to sell it, whether I'm going to try to rent it out. Then I need to get my camper, and I need to figure out how I'm going to keep my fitness going on the road, how I'm going to keep business stuff going on the road, income, all that stuff. I've got a lot of variables I have to figure out, but if I can find a way, I'll either still just be here or I'll be on the road with the camper. So it'll be one or the other. Not really sure. But if I was to be on the road and I was to go through, I would probably try to time it so I'd be near where the summit is. Don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. I mean, it's what? January, it's 4 or 5 months it's supposed to happen for now, something like that. Excuse me. Like 6 months. Didn't mean to do that. But about 6 months from now, because it's usually, July. So that's questionable with everything going on. Who knows? I think all of us are just like, I mean, it's hard to plan anything because you don't really know if things are going to be open or if you'll be able to travel easily, or like that was my whole plan in 2020 was I was supposed to be on the road by now. Like what I was just talking about with the camper and stuff. I was looking them up all the way up through like the beginning of the year in 2020. I was like the road trip was planned out. I had everything like lined up. I was getting everything set. The only thing I hadn't quite figured out yet again was what I was going to do with the house. Because I'm not going to just like leave it vacant and have a mortgage. So I'd at least need to rent it out. So, but then all this stuff happened and I, whatever, traveling didn't really seem like the thing to do. So I've just kind of been hanging out, played a lot of DayZ, got real lazy in 2020. I baked a lot of really good things. So that was nice. I ate too many things though. That's the problem. My problem is I can bake some really good stuff, but also I'm alone. So I either have to, I don't want to throw it away, but the last few things I was baking, like pies and things like that, I would just like give away. I'd eat like a little bit and then give it to my friends, and because I enjoyed doing it, but couldn't keep doing what I was doing in 2020. Yeah, I doubt it too. Like, not to be negative about it, but probably, like, just realistically, probably not. If anything, very limited. Like limited space, limited stuff. But I mean, big gatherings like that. I mean, what? How many were there at the last summit? Like the last super workout I was at was, what was there? Like, geez, thousands of coaches down in the street there. I think that one, the last one I went to was in Tennessee. I'm pretty sure. Any sports from? Wait, you ever get into any sports from being into fitness for so long? Um, when I was younger, I used to do a lot of. I used to swim. I swam competitively for about 4 years. I swam in high school. I actually swam on two teams in high school because I was swimming for. I was homeschooled, so at the time I started at the YMCA team, the the Stingrays. I swam that, and then because I did pretty good, and some of the guys that I swam with on the team, guys and girls, they also went to the local high school, and I wasn't the best swimmer, but I was good. So the coach for that team for the high school was kind of interested as well and kind of having me join the team. So long story short, I ended up taking a class, business law. Took one class at high school in my senior year, and so I could attend or swim on the swim team because I was part of the high school. So I swam YMCA and I swam Coney High School, and then I went to Orono, University of Maine in Orono, and I swam there for only a semester because I didn't stay in college for more than 2 years anyway. But I swam one semester in Division One, which was insane because the warm up in Division One was the workout in high school. Like we would do, say, like 2,000 yards, maybe, yeah, about 2,000 was like was a session that we would do. When I got to college, the Division One, 2,000 was no joke. I mean, maybe some of you have done it, I don't know, but that was warm up. We'd do 2,000 yards for warm up and then do like 4,000 yards for a workout, and that was insane and like intense. It was crazy, but it was fun. So that's what I did. I also ran track. So I did track and field. As far as like competitive like sports where I actually like ran against other people, everything else has just been on my own. Like I ran a lot when I was younger. I used to run every single day. I'd get up in the morning back when I used to live in Maine, and I'd run like about 2 miles a day. Nothing long, nothing crazy, but just kind of, I would sprint it. I would do as hard as I could. And of course, in Maine, where I grew up, there was a lot of like hills. So there's a lot of variety in terrain where, it's different here in Florida. But now I'm turning 37 in March. So I don't really run as much these days just because I'm trying to like keep my knees and things from dying too much. Because like I killed them a lot when I was younger, like a lot. I used to just like go crazy. So I try to keep my cartilage somewhat intact, but I really want to do like what I'm trying to look at doing now with kind of getting back in shape. Like my goal right now is to get back exactly where I basically left off when I got shredded in 2019. I want to get back there, like really get down in low body fat, just kind of because that's not the overall goal. That's just a short-term goal right now. But I want to get shredded again just because that feels good. Like I felt so good. By my birthday in March. So do that. But then I'll probably play around a little bit. I might add a few percent body fat from that point after I get some photos and stuff and do that whole physique thing and work more on like power and stuff. Because I want to do, I'm going to start running a little bit as well. I already bike ride and I already swim, but I want to do a triathlon. I've always wanted to do like at some point in my life. And when I was younger, when I first started getting into fitness when I was like 15 or so, 14, 15-ish, I was fascinated by triathlons and like the big triathlon. I think the one I saw was like in Hawaii or whatever. That one is like beyond me right now because that takes years really to train for because it's intense. But I want to do this year. Actually, I was talking to Paul. I was talking to Jose. We were talking about doing like a challenge over the next few months because he's also trying to get in his best shape by, what do you say, by the was it summer or winter Olympics? I can't remember. Whatever the Olympics are coming up in the summer. So we talked about doing kind of a challenge thing and maybe doing like he was talking about either doing a 5K, a biathlon, and I mentioned doing a sprint triathlon. So a lot shorter. I don't know exactly where there is one. I need to look it up, but that would be a lot of fun. I did once in college. We did kind of I think it was a fundraising thing, but I only ran one leg of it. It was a team effort thing. Like one of us swam, one of us bike rode, and one of us ran. And I did the run part of the leg, so I wrapped it up, finished it up for us. But that was pretty fun. But that's what I want to do. Like eventually in my life, I would love to do a full triathlon, just not to get like any crazy top position or something, just to complete it. I don't ever think I would get in any like high rank or something, but just for the simple fact that I could say I did a full triathlon would just be amazing. Like any of those hard endurance events, yeah, Spartan triathlon obstacles, absolutely. The funny thing is though, even though I love that stuff, I've actually never done a Spartan race. I signed up once for it wasn't Spartan. It was the event. It's similar to Mud Runner. I signed up for Mud Runner. This is before I moved to Arizona in 2012, and it was like the same, like a couple weeks before I was supposed to go. But I'm in South Florida, and it was like North Florida, and I ended up just sleeping in basically, and I missed my because it was gonna take, what was it, a 4 hour, 5 hour drive, I think, to get there. It was a long drive. And by the time I woke up, even if I like scrambled that day and like got in the car and sped the entire way, I'd have missed my wave. So I paid for it and never went to it. That's as close as I got to doing like a mud runner though. But I would love to do one. I think that'd be a lot of fun, and it would be fun to make content with it when they start doing those things again. I don't know. Maybe they're happening now. I'm just curious. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. I totally forgot I have a second screen. I've been like having all these tabs in my browser, and I've got like a whole other screen so I can watch the stream over here. All right, let me go. I mean, probably everything is like tentative right now. I'm sure there's events that they're trying to schedule, but may or may not happen. Find a race. Let's see what they say on the Spartan website. I would love to do one though. It'd be a lot of fun. Especially if I could get like a group of people. That would be a blast. Let's see. Safety details. Let's see. When? Year 2021. Let's see. How about that? Let's just search that. So that's a kids race. Kids race. To be determined. That's a trail run. Okay, this is like everything. Hang on. City, stadium, sprint. I want one. I want an obstacle. 20 obstacles, 25. Sprint. I'd probably start with like probably do like a sprint 5K. Something along those lines since I've never done it before. Central Florida. Everything's to be determined that I'm seeing right now. It's a kids race again, super sprint. Actually, February 27th, Jacksonville. That's so far from me though. Atlanta, Carolinas, Charlotte, Tennessee. Yeah, closest one to me would be Jacksonville in February. That's a super 10K and sprint 5K weekend. I wonder if that's actually going to happen. Age group, let's see, it starts at 7 in the morning. 50. Okay, well, they're selling out. Damn, that's a lot of scratch there. Wow. I think the mud runner I signed up for was like $50 or something. This is Spartan Elite Morning. Yeah, we're looking at about 140 to 150. I'd show you my screen, but I set this up so impromptu. I didn't get my I didn't get my cameras and everything set up on the stream software on Streamlabs, so I can't quite show you exactly what I'm looking at right now. But just on the Spartan website. Actually, let's see if there's any mud runners happening. Mud runner. That's not it. Mud runner race. Oh, Tough Mudder. Why am I calling it a mud runner? It's Tough Mudder. That's what it was called. Yeah, it's the one that has like the electrical. There's like wires and stuff, and they'll give you a little shock if you like stick in them and whatever. Thought that kind of sounded sadistic, but I don't know. Could be fun. Find an event. U.S., Canada, state. Let's just put it in Florida. See, it would be cool if when I do get on the road and I have the camper, I thought it would be a lot of fun because my whole plan is to travel. The whole idea was like 50 states in a year, or give or take. But that was kind of the rough idea. Some states I would just basically pass through, but other states I might spend some time in. But I wanted to create a whole channel like vlogging the experience, maintaining my fitness, my meal prep, but also just kind of exploring the country and living that whole camper lifestyle. And maybe go to different events. Like I could follow the events as they go. That's really all over the place. Tough Mudder. There's so many different types. Toughest Mudder. Year 2021. Um, anything? Let's just put all of them. A classic. Oh, I can only. Okay. 5K. Classic. There's nothing coming up for Tough Mudders. Tougher Mudder. Huh. Virtual challenge. Yeah, everything's virtual now. Okay, here we go. Well, their main page. So we got Atlanta, Missouri. Okay, just nothing in Florida is what it is. So I'd have to go on quite a road trip to run one of these if I want to do it in 2021 or hit the road in my camper when I get it. But I don't even have that yet. So that's just a dream at this point. Atlanta's the closest one, I think, in April. I could be trained for that. I wouldn't be ready by March because, like I'm saying, March is going to be. It's more about physique is what I'm going for. It's not really my overall goal in fitness, but it's just I just want pictures of my 37th birthday, just being in like the best shape like I could possibly be in, or at least be like where I left off when I was in my best shape when I was doing my thing in 2019 when I committed to that year. Um, I want to kind of get back there, just kind of have to look back at when I get older, when I grow up. That's kind of the plan. But that'll be pretty low body fat, so I don't think I'll be able to perform as well because I'll be pretty low body fat. But when I start training to add a little bit more and kind of increase into more of a surplus, I think I'll be able to do stuff like this with a lot better endurance. Right now, I still feel good because I put on a few percent body fat. Like I'm still pretty small, like I'm skinny or whatever, but like I had put on a few percent of body fat over 2020. So my body's still kind of like eating through that because I've been creating like a deficit every day. I eat like maybe 1,800 calories. Like that's usually the goal, which for me personally, that's a deficit. Um, it seems to be around 2,200 to 2,400 is roughly my maintenance. Um, so I'm in a pretty big deficit right now, but I'm just trying to accelerate it because I only have like 2 months. But I'm also trying not to go too crazy. So I'm not really doing any fasts or anything like that. But I have picked up more cardio. Like I bike every day, just 20 minutes, nothing crazy. And then I do my swim. If I don't do the bike, I do a swim, but I always do cardio. Just kind of burn the extra calories to really pump that deficit. So, so far so good though. Hmm. This is something to look into. Actually, let me see what kind of sprint triathlons are happening. Sprint triathlon. What do we have here? Sprint 2021 events and races. I guess it would be okay. That's what it's called. I want to do eventually the full Ironman uh, triathlon someday. Cactus Man. One's in Homestead. That's actually not too far from me. That's in March, so that's before the goal. Challenge Miami. Challenge Miami is the new bucket list event at Homestead Miami Speedway. The event is part of the Global Challenge Family Triathlon Series and is set up as a triathlon. I don't know why I'm reading this like sarcastically, but and is set up as a triathlon festival for the whole family. Hmm. Let's see, it'll include a wide array of events catering to athletes of all ages and abilities. The event weekend will host the following events: middle distance triathlon, uh, duathlon, sprint distance. That's what I want to do. $40. That's not bad at all, actually. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna bookmark this. So we got that, and there was one that was later. That's New Jersey. I'd want one in Florida, really. Oh, I could do the super sprint too. I think that's a little bit shorter. Herbalife. It's an Herbalife triathlon. What if does does Beachbody have one? Like Carl should have a Beachbody triathlon since there's an Herbalife triathlon in Los Angeles. Hmm. Iceman. Looking for something like middle of the year. So we got like July. That's in Minnesota. I mean, Arizona, that's quite a road trip, but I know that since I lived in Tucson for a year and a half, and I drove all around. Went to Flagstaff, I went to Phoenix. I've been around. Um, that wouldn't be a bad little thing, because I'd love to visit Tucson again. Oh my God. I'd love Tucson. It was such a nice little city in the valley. Love the mountains. And Mount Lemon, I used to go up there like a lot. Spent a lot of time on top. Like close to 9,000 feet above sea level, so it has like a nice forest. So it reminded me of New England, basically. All the pine trees and stuff. Well, that's exciting. All right, I think I really appreciate you guys coming in. Like I know this is all like super impromptu and stuff, and it's been fun. I know I've kind of been rambling, but that's cool. Just kind of we'll figure it out as we go. But I really appreciate the questions and hanging out here. I think we'll call it for now, and we'll try to keep this going. And over time, maybe if you guys have suggestions or things you want me to talk about or whatever, that's cool. Otherwise, I'll just come up with stuff and I'll share kind of what I'm doing more. Right now, I'm still just kind of like 2 weeks into it, so I'm not too far. I don't really have any like great pictures to share or anything yet. I have made changes. Like there's absolutely visible changes, but I don't have like much of like an explosive like change yet. It's more of just like body fat's reducing, so I just look more skinny now. But I'm getting back to growing the muscles, kind of getting those back to where they were. So that's where we're at. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by. The old out. This has been Better Body 90. Or no, this has been Jason, or Better Body 90 as you know me. Anyway, all right. I hope you all have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you later.